How are we doing, everyone? Thanks again for joining me for another video back down the local day ticket, carrying on from the 2 that I've already made this morning. So I'm now going into vlog or session 3, whatever you want to call it. This one again is a viewer request, and it is 1 foot mono zigs fished on pop-ups. Yeah, seems a bit out there, does to me, to be honest. I don't really know how this one's going to go. I have a fair idea. I'm hoping I'm wrong. But you just never know. Something so out there like that could be something that could catch a fish that doesn't get caught very often. Who knows? But let me spin you around, show you what we're doing, where we are, and let's see how this one goes. Because yeah, it's definitely different. So I'm still in the same peg. I don't feel the need to move. We're catching each video I'm making. Sorry if I've spoiled the 2 before this for any of you that haven't seen them. It's a good spot to be in, and it's a perfect opportunity to try this one, which is next on the list. I'm working my way down a list. So I said we're fishing 1 foot mono zigs on pop-ups. That's exactly what we're doing. So I've tied 3 up. Okay, the person who's requested it, they've asked to stay anonymous, which that's absolutely fine, but you'll see I'm just laying them all out. So there's 3 1 foot mono zigs. They've asked for pink, yellow and white. So yeah, cheers for that one, mate, because that's a blank for definite. Excuse the mud, they'll clean off. But you'll kind of see, I'm going to show you how I've tied them. That is a size 5 thinking English chod hook. The mono is £20 KORDA Kaiser mono, because it's all I've got. So yeah, it's 040 for a zig. There's not a lot I can do about that. But pay attention to how the knotless knot comes out of the hook. There's a hook bead slid round. That is to trap the knotless knot, because when you tie a zig like this, as you do the normal knotless knot, the knot can actually flex and move, and it can actually cause a weak spot and break. So if you slide a hook bead round like that, it makes sure it kicks out the back of the hook at the perfect angle. You'll see, well, hopefully you'll see it's coming, well, as square as I can get it, and that's going to be fished. So let's have a little sit on the floor for this one, because this is something I'm trying to get my head around. So I can imagine you lot watching and thinking, what? I don't know, this person's asked for it. I don't know if they're setting me up for a fail or they're just intrigued. They've asked to stay anonymous. That's absolutely fine. They've also asked for yellow, pink and white. So thanks for the yellow, because that's exactly what I need after the last video I've just made. But that's what they've asked for. And they've also said, can you tip it off with a piece of corn of your choice? So I haven't decided yellow corn. That's a glow in the dark corn. That one is a pink on the pink, and that one is an orange on the white. It is a foot long piece of mono fished as a zig. That's the £20 mono I've got on my reels, to be honest. So a bit thick. You'll see I've got a chod hook, a straight pointed one. Because I'm fishing up in the water, I'm not worried about the point getting dinked on the floor, because it's going to be floating. But pay attention to the knotless knot. I've trapped it, sorry about the zoom there, I've trapped it with a hook bead. I've trapped the knot in position. So I've tied the knotless knot as normal, and then I've slid a hook bead on right the way around and nipped it up tight to the knot. That ensures the knot can't come loose or sort of expand and contract, which this kind of setup can do. Whilst playing a fish, because that can cause a weak point, but it also means that it traps where the hair comes off, so it stays in line as much as it, or as straight as you can possibly get it. So when it's sort of sat up in the air like that, because that's how it's going to sit up in the air like that, there's a bit of separation, but it kicks off the hook lovely. So all 3 are fished exactly the same. They've just got different colour hook baits on. The rod setup is still the same as it has been. So the main line, like I mentioned, is the KORDA Kaiser in £20. The dark matter tungsten tubing's all there. The KORDA run sleeves, you can see the 3-ounce flat swivel pairs and the tungsten anti-tangle sleeves. There's going to be no foam, no nothing go on those. You don't need to, it won't tangle. What we're going to do is I'm going to do the same as I've been doing, half an hour, chuck them out. After, if they've not gone in half an hour, move them around. So they're all 3 rods are going to get 4 casts. And we'll see what happens. I've got to be honest with you, if one of these goes, I'll be absolutely amazed. But I'll tell you what, you just don't know, do you? So let's get to it and let's see how this one goes. But I think it's a blank. Don't know what you lot think. I also hope I'm wrong, because it would be awesome to catch on this setup. Here we go then. I'm going to start with the white on the left hand rod. Then on the middle we're going to have the pink. Look at that angle, how it kicks off. Looks aggressive, doesn't it? And we'll put the guaranteed blanker on the right hand rod. So that's those three out there now for their first half an hour. The right hand rod, as I cast it in, it actually disturbed the fish. It landed right next to a fish. So that's definitely on a spot where there is fish. But like I say, it's got a yellow on it, so it may as well not even be out there as far as I'm concerned with yellow. But you never know, who knows? Fishing yellow up in the water could be the way here. It certainly isn't the way on the bottom for me anyway. But I'm going to leave you watching those. If one goes off, yeah, I'll be amazed. But again, thank you for the viewer request. It's not something I would do, and I would probably never cast this out at all. So if we do catch a fish, it's all down to you. So thanks very much. And if we don't worry about it. I don't expect to catch on this video, so it's a win-win regardless. Well, for a shock, the first half an hour's passed uneventfully. Didn't expect anything less. Just seeing 4 or 5 fish show pretty much over the other side of the lake. I'm pretty sure with this setup I can get pretty much on top of them. So I think the left and middle rod, I'm going to bring them in now, and we're going to throw them to the far side of the lake. The right hand one, I might chuck it a little bit closer, sort of in this zone, but I did disturb a fish over there, so it's one of them. I should really leave that one alone. I probably will, just for this half an hour. I'm not going to re-chuck it because it definitely landed on a fish. So the right hand one's going to stay where it is. The left and middle, like I say, they're going to go over there long. If nothing happens in this next half an hour, the yellow one, I'm going to move over there, and I'll move a white or a pink where the yellow one is now, because there's definitely fish there. But I'll get those two in. I'll get them back out. I won't bother showing you the cast or anything. But when you see the rods next time, those two will be fishing a lot further out. In actual fact, I've said I won't show the cast. I can wind them in while you're on the stand here, so you sort of will see some of it, I guess. Excuse the bleep. That's coming absolutely fine. Does cast this Kaizen mono, to be honest. Probably sound in the last couple of vlogs like I'm slating it. I'm not. I don't know. I just prefer subline to it, but I don't know. Casting wise, yeah, it is better. Excuse the beeps. I'm just trying to set up with a tight line on this. So excuse the beeping you're going to get. Let's do the same with the middle rod now. Again, that's come in absolutely fine. That's what I mean. I've just put that to the far side for me. I don't know what it is across here. Maybe 80 yards, something like that, I guess. But with £20 mono, 10-foot scope and a 3-ounce lead, Not bad, is it? Right, I'll put this down, I'll turn you off, I'll set the rod and I'll bring you back so you don't have any more bleeping. There you go, you're back watching those again now. That annoys me, buzzers going off, so yeah, apologies if you've just had an earful of that ringing in your TV. But at least you see what I have cast them out. You probably, I don't know if you will have seen where they landed or not. You might have done, it might be in shot, it might not be, but we'll give those half an hour. The right hand rod, like I say, it's not going to move. And we'll see what happens in this half an hour, but I think for now it's time to get the kettle on. I thought I'd give you a different view to have a look at, because for the last half an hour you've been on the tripod looking at those rods do what they're doing now, basically. So it's time to get them in, give them all a rechuck. What I'm actually going to do is the right hand rod, which is the yellow, which like I say I've got absolutely no faith in whatsoever. I haven't really got a lot of faith in the other two, but I've got even less in that one. But I'm now going to sort of jump them across, so the right will become the middle, middle will go to the left, left will become the right. After that half an hour I'll swap them again, so the yellow that's on the right hand rod will finish the session on the left hand rod, and we'll just, I don't know, I'll just chuck them around, you know, that's all you can do. It's one of those in here, if it was going to work it would work pretty quick, because there's enough fish in here, which is an absolute perfect venue to be trying it. And like I say, it's good. We've got 3 different colours. Pretty sure that maybe the viewer who requested this, hopefully you're watching. So far we're not doing too well, mate, are we? I'm guessing you have a pot of sticky baits, pop-ups of some flavour, because that's how they come, pink, yellow and white. Whether that's why you chose that, I don't know. That's just me guessing. But for now, I'm going to get those rods in, and then I better probably put the kettle back on, because it's quite chilly. You know, it's great, it's overcast. I know it's not great zigging conditions, but it's a shallow lake. There's loads and loads of fish in it. We're fishing a foot off the bottom with bright baits, you know. If it's going to work, it probably would have already worked, to be honest. But we're halfway through. We've got half left to prove me wrong. So let me get those rods moved around. And yeah, probably see from a little thank you post. Cheers all. This is the second one of this vlog. It's turned bloody cold, I tell you now. The weather's changing. Speaking of changing, the rods, they've all been changed. So the middle rod now has the yellow on it, the right hand one has the white on it, and the left hand one has the pink on it. That's what's happening now. So let's see if that makes any difference or not. But while I'm on this clip, like I just mentioned, it is my little thank you post, and I do say it in every video because I genuinely mean it. It's without you lot, I don't have a channel. A lot of YouTubers won't admit that, but unless you have an audience, all you have is content nobody watches. It's the audience that make the channel. So from me, honestly, whatever way you support the channel, thank you very much. If you're a subscriber, you're supporting me in the strongest possible way. Being a subscriber, it is free. There's no contract. It just means that the algorithm on the YouTube ladder, it keeps knocking me up a rung. So it promotes my videos more and more to people who have never seen me before, and that's how channel growth happens, basically. From what I can work out, I'm still pretty new to this, but if you're a subscriber, honestly, thank you very much. If you're not, please consider it. It is free. Like I say, there's no contract or no cost, and you can unsubscribe anytime, again, by clicking the button. It's as simple as that. If you do subscribe, click the bell icon and you'll know when I put a new video out. But if you're not a subscriber or you don't want to be, my videos come out at 6 PM each night, if there's going to be one. So if you just like watching in the background, maybe give it a thumbs up or a comment. And if you just want to watch and be left alone to enjoy whatever it is I'm messing up, again, from me, thank you very much. You're still supporting the channel. So whatever you do, it's support in whatever way that you are. But for now, I'm going to put you back over there, watch those rods for the last 25 minutes of this half an hour, and see if we can pull one out the bag. But again, from me, thanks very much for all the support. So rods are wound in, ready for the final cast of this video. You can see we're finishing on yellow on the left, white on the middle, pink on the right. What I'm actually going to do is the pink one I'm going to put back out where I put the yellow one originally and left it for an hour, because when I cast in I disturbed the fish. When I cast the white one out over there about half hour ago, I didn't cast it as far. I come quite a bit shorter, so I don't know, maybe I should have gone further. I don't know. I don't think it matters too much, but I am going to put the pink one back out there, and the yellow and the white is going to go on the bar out here, which is about 2/3 of the way across. That's in the shallowest bit of water, so if the fish are up in the layers, at least I'm a little bit closer to them. But we shall see. Who knows, this could have really smashed it and caught loads of fish this hour and a half they've been out there. Unfortunately, they haven't caught a single thing, and I'm quite sure that the next half an hour is probably going to be the same. But like I say, thank you again for the suggestion, and that's what these videos are about. Suggest things, however far out there you think they are, just write them down. If they're reasonably doable, I'll do them, you know. That's what it's about. That's my way of giving a little bit back, is if you don't want to waste your fishing time trying something, write it in the comments and I'll waste mine. I'm quite happy with that. But it might not have been a waste, it still might not be, who knows. Anyway, let's get those rods out and see how the last half an hour goes. Here we go then, the final 30 minutes. I would absolutely love one of these to go off, I really would. Not just to sort of prove me wrong, just it would just be such a crazy way of catching a carp. Yeah, I'm just going to sit back and hope. And I mean, I might even try this again in the future, you know, when the depths of winter comes in, try fishing 1 foot mono zigs or something. Maybe I'm doing it too early, I don't know. But let's see how this last half an hour goes. And if nothing else, I've had a nice time, and you've got to watch a blank. So, never mind. Sadly, it's that time where those three have got to come in, and I've got to admit that this video is a blank, unfortunately. Expected it would be, I was hopeful it wouldn't be, but never mind, it is what it is. So let me get those in and it'll be outro time. That's it, rods are in, you'll see behind me, buzzers are empty, we are done for this session. Unfortunately, no fish on this one. Did expect this kind of outcome, but you just never know. Like I say, it's trying something different. Sometimes, yeah, it can be a make or break. Unfortunately, this time it is a break. But like I say, I'm going to try it again in the future, because yeah, maybe different circumstances, different weather conditions, it could work, but unfortunately it didn't on this one. But again, thanks very much for the suggestion. Don't forget, if you liked anything on the video, don't forget the old thumbs up, subscribe and all that business, and hopefully you'll join me for the next one, because like I say, the next vlog we are going to catch some fish. So yeah, the next couple of hours of my fishing today is going to result in a carp, so hopefully you join me for that. But until next time, thanks again for watching, and I hope you're out and about being lucky yourselves. Take it easy, people.